this legacy. You gon' see what's left of me. You gon' see success in me. You ain't seen the rest of me. I just wanna be the best at what I know. Better than the rest, just watch me grow. Put me to the test and watch me go. This is my quest, I'ma make it known. They call me obsessive, oh I know. Call me selective with my notes. Call me aggressive with my flow. Call me offensive even though Joe, I ain't gonna lie, life's tough. Try to get by, life's rough. Try to do it right, it's not enough. Even though you try, you still mess up. But I'm still gonna fight for what I love. Still gonna die for what I love. Still gonna try, I won't give up. Still gonna fight until I've won.
Hey guys, and welcome to part 14 of what Naruto is to Overpowered. First thing I want to say is sorry for my mic. It sounds really crappy right now. That's because, well, it depends. This is a spare mic. I don't know if it sounds crappy. I haven't used it before, so you guys tell me what you prefer down below. This mic or the other one. The reason I'm not using this one is my other one because I'm using my phone for this one. Because my iPad isn't supporting Video Leap at the moment. I need to fix that. So I'm using my phone for videos from now on. So yeah, just want to say that. Also, for those who saw my community tab, I will start doing what is I left and reboot other ones. If we can hit 5k before the end of June, which actually January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Sorry, I'm a bit dumb. Before the 15th of July, I change it to then. So yeah, let's get into this. When we last left off, we had Naruto versus Toneri in a tournament, and the reason Toneri's there is because Naruto took him out of the Karma Seal and gave him his Tensegan back and boosted his powers to fight. Then Toneri lost, went back into the Karma Seal, and then we're about to get into Naruto versus Sasuke. The referee yells begin. Sasuke teleports right in front of Naruto and tries to punch him in the face. Naruto catches the punch and decks Sasuke in the stomach. Sasuke goes flying. He goes for it again, but this time when Naruto catches the punch, his hand hurt and he gets electrocuted. He looks at Sasuke's hand. It's covered in Susanoo armor, but a refined version. And then lightning as the hand. And Naruto gets sent flying. Naruto's impressed and activates his white form and lunges at Sasuke and starts bodying him until Sasuke goes full body armor Susanoo, but refines it yet again and has the katana in his hand. He spins around, slicing at Naruto. And then and Sasuke activates his Sage 6+ Sage mode, which means now he has blue parts to his armor, not just like if he concentrates. Now his entire armor has the blue parts, like the final fight with Naruto versus Sasuke. And this is intense. Sasuke can now fly fully. He has wings in his back, and Naruto and Sasuke are flying in the air. Naruto with his Sage Truth Seeking Orbs, and Sasuke with his katana, and they're dueling. After hit, they seem to be at a standstill. Naruto amps his chakra and starts slowly beating Sasuke. Sasuke yells, "It isn't over yet," and his Rinnegan flares. Naruto gets sucked up to a black hole, but before he fully gets sucked into it, and the meteor gets built around him due to the planetary devastation, Naruto actually absorbs the black hole, and he spins around, and with his other Karma Seal launches it out. But instead of being a black hole, it's a fireball, and it's a massive one. Sasuke's a bit shocked, and he creates a force field around himself using his Rinnegan. After this, Sasuke says, "Naruto, stop holding back." Naruto laughs and says, "Your choice." And Naruto charges up a super punch and flies down at Sasuke. Before it lands, someone intercepts it. And Naruto is shocked. All you could think is, who would be able to intercept that? That should be impossible. But then there's a man standing there with pale white skin. And Naruto says, "Right, you're not Tsuki, but your power's insane." The man laughs and says, "Tsuki, no. I'm something far above that." And he slaps Naruto, and Naruto goes flying. Sasuke charges at him. but to no avail. And Naruto says, "Who are you? What's your name?" And the man says, "You'll find that out with my ability." And at that moment, time freezes. Naruto and Sasuke with their Rinnegan can see this. And Sasuke's having a bit of trouble breaking out of this, but Naruto breaks out of it in a second and zooms towards the man. This time, he knows the man isn't weak, and when the man goes to slap him, expecting Naruto to be weak, Naruto catches his hand and snaps the man's arm, and punches him in the stomach, and then flies into the air and lights himself and the man on fire and dives back into the ground. It causes a huge explosion, still frozen in time. The man gets up, coughs up blood, and heals his injuries, for the first time on himself. And this isn't who you're thinking it is. Naruto says, "You can stop time. You're the man who's been going around, travelling back in time and manipulating it, aren't you?" The man laughs and says, "So have you figured out my name?" Naruto says, "No." And the man says, "Fine, my name is Taimurado." Naruto says, "What?" For those who are wondering, that means, in Japanese, that means Time Lord. And Naruto says, "So, why are you here?" The man says, "Because every time land I go to, you're always there. And everyone always says you're stronger than me. But nope, I've had enough. Me and you are fighting here and now to see you stronger. And if you win, you get my ability." Naruto smiles and says, "Sure, let's go." Naruto charges up his power all the way, surrounding himself in truth-seeking orbs as armor, and dashes towards the man. The man tries to slow Naruto in time, but Naruto easily breaks through this, using his Rinnegan ability. And he punches the man hard in the stomach. Naruto says, "I can manipulate time to certain degrees. I can go back and forwards, but you can jump into another timelines. That is too dangerous." Naruto pulls out a sword and charges towards him and cuts the man in half. He says, "Fine, that ability's mine now though." But then the man reverts. He says, "As long as I'm still alive, I can reverse time on anything. I'm unbeatable." Naruto laughs and says, "Are you sure?" His sword goes from black to white, and Naruto cuts the man again. The man says, "Not a full clam." And then he looks down. He sees he's turned to dust. The man screams in pain, like, "What's happening?" He stops the injury, but he can't fully heal it yet. The amount of damage it's done, it's been aged trillions of years. So you can't just reverse time on it instantly like the other injuries. So this one's going to take about 3 minutes to heal. The man said, "You could actually kill me." Naruto laughs and says, "I know." And he charges up a Tenseigan beam, mixing it with his white truth-seeking orbs, and launches it. The man's leg gets cut off, and it starts slowly going up to dust. He stops this as well. This one, he goes full power and actually heals his leg back. But he's got drained from this. He doesn't have infinite chakra, as Naruto suspected. Another reason why Naruto should have the ability that he has. And then Naruto uses his Rinnegan and breaks a time stop. And he mixes all his dojutsu together yet again, something he hasn't done in a long time. And everyone can just see this. Sasuke's watching the entire battle with his Rinnegan and knows everything. He wants the civilians to get away and creates a force with his Rinnegan around them. And Naruto chucks a chakra pill at a bag of chakra pills at Sasuke, so he can replenish his chakra every time he needs to keep the shield up. And he tells Sasuke to get behind it. And first Sasuke disagrees and says, "No way." Until Naruto raises his fist and punches Sasuke into it, breaking a small circle of it to launch Sasuke and then repairing it. Sasuke's, "Fine, you could have just told me it was an order or something." And then Naruto looks back at the man and says, "Now we have no restrictions." Naruto powers up to an insane amount, and the man's actually a bit scared. Could it be Naruto actually is stronger than him? Naruto yells out, "Taimurado, you made a mistake coming here." And Naruto covers his fist in a white truth-seeking orb and punches him. Taimurado doesn't know what actually happened. And he looks at his chest and it's even more decayed. He manages to heal this again. Not fully. Part of it is still breaking off due to the ash. And Naruto has a scythe in his hand and attempts to decapitate the man. But he misses. Naruto now knows that's the only way he'll be able to beat the man. As if he can decapitate him, then he'll be dead and he won't be able to heal it. The man's shocked, thinking Naruto is strong. Normally, I don't have to worry about decapitation because I'm normally immortal either way. But with this ash thing, I could die straight away because I wouldn't be able to heal it. And this is where Tamorodo actually gets scared, so he uses his backup plan. He starts creating a secret attack and building up within him. And he starts carrying the attack as if nothing's gone on. So he's still fighting Naruto with his fists and building up his special ace on the hole. Naruto can sense this but thinks, oh, it doesn't matter, I'm immortal anyway. And starts going at him. He starts pummeling Tamorodo into the ground, stamping on him, sumoplexing him. But then Naruto can sense danger, a danger he's never felt. And then the man laughs and says, "You've made a mistake now. Tamorodo, I'm unbeatable, and you will learn your lesson. I am number one. I have the most power. No one will ever, and I mean ever, beat me. Do you understand now? And now I erase you from this timeline." And with a huge and white bang, Naruto gets sucked into this blast. He's floating through this endless space, just laying there. He's thinking, it's over. I've actually lost. What can I do now? But then Naruto realizes he's Naruto Uzumaki, the sage of the six paths, and nothing is going to stop him. His eyes glare. He reactivates his Renegon, Tetsugan, and all his other abilities. And he flares them. He manages to separate his soul. And then he gets sucked back in. He's like, damn it, that didn't work. And then with all his power, he manages to push out the infinite space he's been left in. And he opens his eyes, ready to continue the fight. And he swings. This is where he punches something he wasn't expecting. It was the old man, the third Hokage. He's like, how? Then he looks at his body. He's back in his old body when he was 6. Naruto's panicking. He runs out into the village. Everyone's bound towards him, saying, welcome, you the Sage of Six Path. And he's like, I'm back in the Leaf Village. Where's my village? And then he sees Sasuke and Sakura and all that. They don't recognize him. Well, Sasuke does, but Sakura doesn't. And Hinata's kind of following him. This is where he realizes he's gone back in time. Tamorodo sent him back in time. And he can't do anything. Naruto starts panicking. His eyes flare. And this is where he realizes, wait a minute, Tamorodo made a big mistake. Now not only do I know his number one weapon, I know all my abilities that I'll have. And now I have an extra 10 years, 15 years to train them. What a mistake he's made. For these next 15 years, I will live my life as if I know nothing. But I will train 100 times harder than before. And then when I finally meet Tamorodo again, I will kill him. And I would take that power. So yeah, guys, this is the final episode of What If Naruto was too overpowered. And it's going to continue into What If Naruto was too overpowered and went back in time. I told you it was going to end with a big bang. So other than that, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe. And other than that, peace out. And I ain't a like button for this because I'm a nice guy. And other than this, goodbye.